stock is meant to have a population of that, right? Where are you, raw stock? Yeah, 5, 6. So I'm only short 21 of these businesses, which I can build. I think you have to wait a day before you can do that, outside the city walls. Otherwise, everything in the walls looks kosher. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1. There we go. Maximum businesses, maximum houses. Hopefully the AI doesn't build anything else, and I'm going to be a jackass and build these in places within the city, because otherwise the AI might find places to construct, and that's the last thing we want. To trust me on that. The AI does not deserve such luxuries. And again, I could ravage the place with all those warehouses I have. Yes, let's put fountains right beside the water. Probably does make a world of sense. You know, you can't just immediately pump out of water. This isn't that firefighting simulator game. Alright, there we go. With that, raw stock is almost done, except I just need to acquisition some of the enemy's businesses and turn them into my own. But there we go. Raw stock can get as big as it needs to be. Shame about the lack of wool, but cloth is not a huge concern for me. Great. Now what else did I say I needed to build? Metal tools I'm kind of really wanting. However, let's think more about the food. And food requires hemp. Bremen is going to give me a ton of hemp, which is good. They also do a lot of wool, which, as it happens, I also want. Neshtved could do me more, but they do pelts as well, which I don't really care about. Revel also gives hemp. So it's down to Revel, Neshtved or Bremen, and because of the aforementioned wool, it makes a lot more sense to do Bremen. Also, Bremen needs some attention here. 101 hemp, and they'll need to give me more, and my enemy has a lot of wool, and that's going to be hella expensive to buy up. So I don't see a good reason not to just do Bremen here. Jake, were you charged that thing with cannonballs and pirates? Were you were you changed? Yes, yes I did. Now I don't have to because I have convoys guarding everywhere, or patrolling everywhere. But until then, yes, I did change those. Again, there's a lot of farms here in Bremen. I do wonder if I'll be able to fit in for 57,000. There are also a lot of warehouses, a lot more than we're really up for most of the time. Well, there's no real need to inhibit population here anymore, so I guess we're building lots and lots of hemp. 101. What else have I built here? Do I have other businesses? No, that's the enemy's. This is mine, of which I have 2. I have other businesses that are not these. 101, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and 2. That does make 106. So I need this number to reach 399. Then I'll know I'm done. A scary prospect, I agree. This is so inefficient. Look at all this space I'm just wasting. Must be an easier way to do this, right? It's just such a shame the way it staggers. What is going on here? Okay, it looks like this place has unbuildable land as well, which is scary. Okay. Okay. This game just makes no sense sometimes. Oh well. Onwards and upwards, we gotta get that hemp flowing. Otherwise we're never gonna get enough fish. Not just fish though, we need this for making pelts, although pelts also need metal tools, which we are incredibly short on. There's not really much point in building up pelt production until metal tools have stabilized. And metal tools will need raw metal, and I have not been seeing to raw metal. If I want to get raw metal, there's one of the inland cities, but that's going to take an age and a half to grow up, so otherwise I can think about Bruges, I think, does the raw metal. This is so ugly it hurts. At least this is easier. You know, given that I'm not wasting the space on the sides quite as much, maybe this is a better way to do it. It's certainly faster, and that is a huge plus in my book. Yeah, I think inefficiency is going to have to be the king here, because this is better than the alternative. At least in that sense. Yeah, all things considered, given like these huge bits that I keep messing up with the squares, this might be the better option. Alright, how are we looking on that business's front? 324. We're getting there. I have succumbed to the 1x4s. A dark day. Okay, don't let me build anywhere there. I didn't even want to. But inefficiency gives it character, Jake. Did I say that about banished? Because if I did, it's total poetic justice that you're throwing that in my face. Okay, I have run out of space on this side, and I am not dripping in space on the other. And I still have to build quite a few more. And the other things I need to build here are wool, so that's even more inefficiency. And there's a tiny amount of space to be building outside of the walls here if it comes to that. Yeah, I don't know where Bremen gets its 570 number from. It does, however, have a lot of warehouses, and I could easily tear down about 30 of them. We're hardly overstocking on things, so yeah, they are going to be torn down. Just to make room for much needed houses. That's 8 down. That'll be 16 down. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now I have the standardized 30 warehouses, which is kind of the standard I want to have across the Hansa, with the exception of inland cities, which get 15, and my hub, which gets about 200 million. Honestly, if everything's super efficient, I would be able to make do with like 5 of them in each place. But super efficiency is not how we play it. Actually, with ultra efficiency, I shouldn't need any warehouses. But that is not a realistic outcome in anybody's book. Warehouses are pretty necessary. Also, you can't do proper trade setup without enough space in warehouses to accept them, so that's why 10 is a much more realistic. What was that? 10 is a much more realistic low-end number. Okay. I think I'm going to need to go outside the realms here, so I'm going to do exactly that. I think I've got this down to a T. Beautiful. That's a tiny amount of space, but it's still beautiful. A hemp farm there, which I don't approve of, but as I often say, fit kin MND. You're gonna go off to that direction, so that's alright. Huh, for some reason I broke it there. Well, so much for my resolve of, you know, never building outside the city walls. See how fast that broke down. As soon as it was just a little bit of difficulty for me, it all came tumbling down. Okay, the game really does not want to throw me the bone here. Still didn't break down as fast as the schedule, man. Some people can be so cruel. Oh, well, damn, that happened faster than I thought. This should still be space for like 100 businesses, so it might be okay. And I like the way that this kind of fills out into an almost useful 2x4, but there's no space there for you. Ho hum. We good yet? 379. I need 20 more of them, which is 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, hemp is go. Bremen should be good now. But I might as well finish off Bremen while I'm here. I still need to build up, yeah, the guts of 300 houses. I don't even have the space for that. Holy smokes, this is going to be tough. I'd have to buy and destroy this. And that's not good for anybody. Bremen will present me with troubles here, that much is for certain. Well, this is still plenty of place to work with, and I only need 173 sheep farms. So it's not unworkable. getting Bremen ticked off the list will be rather nice as well, so best foot forward. I'll never truly be ticked off the list until it's done Aarhus style. I do like how close it lets me build to the hills on the side though. If you build on the external road, does it pin that road if you delete the glitch building? Yes, it does. But I want to let a day or two pass because that allows me to build actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Like squares like this on it. Lets me produce housing block, not housing blocks, but 2 by... Oh man, why words always fail me when I play this game? I think this game has a curse on me. I can build proper blocks or grids outside the wall after I let a day or two pass. That's what I'm trying to say. So still I am looking for here in Bremen 570 houses. So yikes, I still need 200 of them. I'm not even sure I've got the room here for 200, and then I still need loads of buildings out here. But we do what we must. I think I'll let some time pass though because. But Groningen looks good, Hamburg looks good. I haven't looked over in this direction though. You can survive, you're my own one. Thorn is okay. Visby will survive. Stockholm is a pain in the rear to deal with. Riga is giving me jip now. Even though I turned down my own production plants there, the competitors are building plenty of their own businesses, which is a right pain in the rear end. I mean, more power to them, but that doesn't stop it being a pain in my rear end. Complaining about being low on brick whilst I try to give you people an actual house to live in. Reinforcing the fact that you simply cannot make people happy. That's why I tend not to try. Alright, the salt does flow out of Riga fairly regularly, and that's good. Revel's been a pain for a while, but we took care of that. Helsinki is our own place, so that's not a problem. That should be good. I'm going to save again because I've been doing a lot of incredibly tedious building work. If my save were to ever crash, for example, and I lost, say, that amount of building work, I would be really disheartened for a while and probably have trouble keeping the game going for some time. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I don't want to lose a lot of this. Didn't he say 399 and not 398? Don't do that to me. Oh, Groningen is not the right place. It was Bremen I was building up, right? Yes, I did. Okay. For some reason I like that. Build a lot of sheep farms out here. Probably, potentially. I'm gonna have to. Because heavens knows wherever else we're going to get the space for them. It just breaks all the rules, or the so-called rules that this game has for building along roads. Trust me, game, I'm sorry that I have to do this. But I'm more sorry that you make me have to do this. That's not so good. I would truly rather build along here, but it doesn't want me to. Wait, what? What is going on here? I do not know anymore. Oh good, it also allows me to build along here. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I could get most of my sheep farms out there as long as I can get enough of the houses in the center. Yeah, I can get behind that. Which means I don't have to worry about being too efficient. He says, having hammered the importance of being efficient for so long in this game. Running out of space for my everything here. Wait, it goes even further? Well, that'll do. Where's the perfection, Jake? You can see where things went okay, along here. Also means this house can be kind of destroyed. The road remains, but at least that ugly standalone house is gone. I hope clay is not so in demand that we have horrible shortages of it. I mean, these places will get their wood and their clay from the regular boats that go around and disperse those goodies. But I worry a little bit for my my poor people. They deserve better. Houses, 420. And we need 570. But at least it's another another city that's going to be knocked off the list. I never expected Bremen would be so high on the to-do list. I mean, I don't think anybody expected at the very start of this that Haarlem would have been the ultimate city for the longest of times. Sure, it got dethroned. Aarhus and Novgorod are now cities that it's okay to feel sexually attracted to. They are that good. Bremen, it's not my finest hour. Anywhere that I'm building outside the walls like this is a mark of shame, really. But it's no coincidence that it's in cities where we've had to build farms, which are horrible, horrible things to work with. City fashioned in Tetris. That's a pretty accurate way of putting this rubbish. Now again, if there's somewhere else that really struggles with production, I could shift it over here, but I don't want to. What have I done there? 4 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good enough. And I I suppose I could just build more of my farms until we're up to scratch. I wonder if the bug where the AI can build outside of the walls is fixed. It would be pretty bad news for me if they could build out here. Pretty damn bad news indeed. Alright, good. That's all that done. I would and should probably just buy up the enemy's businesses since I'm going to have to eventually.
Now that's an offer I simply cannot refuse. Take the business with my blessings.
Well, at least I got some sheep farms now. Goodbye, my money. Yeah, I don't even have enough to get the rest. Alright, I need to speed 5 it to, or speed 10 it, to generate some money and make sure that everything is working okay. Money is going up, albeit slowly. Crush him. That is so not fun. Just how much of my goodies do they take away from me? If they're taking something like half of this stuff, then that's a problem for me. Now, can I check, for example, who's being attacked? I mean, it's somebody who's on their way to Rostock, right? Well, this would actually tell me who's being attacked, right? Esposen Bakeferno. 3171 30. Okay, so they take like 100 of our materials. That's fine. Although maybe it's a random amount, that would be worse. I'm sad Jake didn't found Adventure Island on the city of Bornholm. I would if it was possible. It isn't really, as far as I'm aware, possible. Okay, we are actually facing brick shortage. And wood massive overproduction. I don't want to turn off Aarhus, but maybe I should move a lot of people pretty quickly. I mean, a lot of people are lacking... Yeah, I need a lot of clay, actually. Didn't think I'd be so short. Aarhus, Stettin, but Kungsborg is the main clay producer that I'm going to have. So maybe I should be building you up soon. You have 4 more wineries than I need, and you do not have a cathedral built. So if I uncapped you and started building loads of clay pits, I would then have a huge amount to work with, and I would have another city pretty much capped, which is good for eating up other resources. That is a good point, but I want Bremen done and done before I go elsewhere. So I look at your grain farms and I go, oh god, and then I go, no, these are awful. Well, you know what, I could try this. Character assassination. Your rival's reputation has already suffered greatly. Good, can I buy this cheaper? No, of course I can't. Demolish. 7 million for a single hemp farm. This guy is just taking me for a ride. Scary. Okay, I need to stop buying my enemy's stuff. Now what would be handy is if I had a guy here who would buy all my wood. And it would need to be like something of somewhere, confederation of such and such wants wood. That's what I'd be talking about. There, have some wood. Is anybody else drastically short on wood? Of course not. It's wooden tools that most people need. Only for building. All the more reason for me to move those people away from... away from our wood production. Alright, but now that we have these grain places, I can dump these sailors here, and I need to get that clay going. I will not start a petition to make Patrician 5.